Wild Nights by Emily Dickinson, 1830 to 1886. Wild nights, were I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Futile the winds to a heart in port, done with the compass, done with the chart. Rowing in Eden, the sea, might I but moor tonight in thee. Okay, this is a poem by Emily Dickinson. Let's see, Emily Dickinson came from Amherst, Massachusetts. She was a recluse, and I think very often people have the image of her as a virginal recluse who never knew true love. Now, I think this poem can be interpreted in two ways. It can either be interpreted as a desire to be with God, a desire to be at peace with the Lord, or it could be interpreted as to say that she wants to be with her lover. It's showing her passion and desire to be with someone that she is in love with, that expresses her lust. Now, if this poem expresses lust, it would be very shocking, because she was brought up in a very in a very religious home, and a very religious household. And I think what she's done here, I think, is actually very clever. If anybody asks, this poem is about God. This poem is about religion. It's about being at one with God. But I think it's playing with both ideas at the same time, so that it could be interpreted as the second. But this is something that she can deny completely and absolutely. So I think it's very clever in that, and I think she's trying to show both things at the same time, and she's covering the secondary meaning of about sex with or sex and love with the primary and obvious meaning of being in the house of the Lord. So, wild nights, were I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. And the question is, who is thee? With you. Now, firstly, thee is a very biblical word. This is a word that appears all the time in the Bible. It's an old word meaning you. So wild nights of passion, or wild nights of happiness, of spiritual love. So, are the wild nights spiritual love with God or spiritual love with her partner? Is it a sexual experience or a religious experience? It's a religious experience, clearly, but with overtones of the other. Were I with thee? So this is saying that she wants to be with, wants to understand God. Wild night should be our luxury. This would be something that would be an extreme luxury. It would be a wonderful thing. It would be the fulfillment of her life, having wild nights with God, having wild spiritual nights with the Lord. Futile the winds to a heart in port, done with the compass, done with the chart. And she's saying that if she spends her nights with God, with this spiritual experience, then her heart is in the port. She is where she wants to be. This is what she desires. She has reached her desire. And the winds that blow you on your travel, looking for port, looking for the way home, looking for your destination. Well, the winds don't make any difference, because now she's in port. She's where she wants to be, and she doesn't need the compass to chart her progress. She doesn't need to look at the map, because she's there. She's made it. She's finished. She doesn't have to spend her life wandering mentally, looking for the Lord. She has finally found him, but she's finally found her lover, or her fulfillment in life as well. Rowing in Eden. So now she's out of the sea, and out of the high seas, and she's in Eden. She's in the perfect place. She has found her port. She has reached heaven. She has reached the place created by God for Adam and Eve, and the sea has taken her to Eden, or the sea would take her to Eden. Might I but moor tonight in thee. So she's wishing. She wishes it was like that. She's asking, I wish that I could moor my boat. I could tie up my boat, and be at peace with God, or be at peace with my lover. And then I wouldn't have to travel the seas, travel the world mentally, looking for the ultimate, looking for heaven. So another Emily Dickinson one that's not easy to analyse. Wild Nights by Emily Dickinson.